Why do some videos flop while others get millions of views? Here's how to hack the YouTube algorithm. Two channels make a video on exactly the same topic. They use similar words, share similar tips, but the first channel barely gets 300 miserable views in a month, while the second channel explodes with 3 million views and sets the platform on fire overnight. And now, the vast majority of people immediately complain and say, well, the second one had better equipment, filmed with a better camera, or has some hidden connection in the system. That's a lie. The difference isn't in production quality at all, nor in who has the more expensive microphone. The difference lies solely in the fact that this second creator understood how the system works and managed to get the algorithm to do the dirty work for him. Even though, to most beginners, the YouTube algorithm seems like some kind of black magic, an unsolvable mystery, or a ruthless robot that deliberately hates small channels, the truth is completely different. The system operates according to brutally clear, logical, and mathematical rules. Today, in this video, we will completely lay bare that system and break down the 3 key pillars on which absolutely every successful video on this planet rests. We will talk about watch time, click-through rate, and content freshness. If you get these 3 things straight in your mind, I guarantee that you can successfully boost any video you publish, no matter how many followers you currently have. Listen to me carefully because this changes everything. Let's start right away with the first, hardest, and most important pillar in the entire system, and that is watch time and audience engagement. But this is where 90% of you make a cardinal mistake. People think that the point is only in how many total minutes or hours the audience has spent on their channel. They look at that total number in the analytics and get excited. Open your eyes. The algorithm doesn't care about just the sheer number of minutes. What matters to it is the retention percentage, or the so-called retention rate. Let me illustrate this for you with a straightforward example. Imagine you have 2 videos. The first video is exactly 5 minutes long. The second video is half an hour long. Let's say that on both of these videos people watched exactly 5 minutes on average and then clicked X. Which video do you think the algorithm will send to the top, and which one will it bury at the bottom of the search results? The shorter 5-minute video has 100% retention. The viewer consumed the entire content from the first to the last second. The system immediately jumps in and says, wow, this video is pure gold. It has to show it to everyone on the homepage. On the other hand, that half-hour video has terrible retention, only about 15%. People gave up right at the beginning and left. For the system, that video is boring, a flop, and it stops recommending it to anyone. So remember, a shorter, concise, and dynamic video will always beat drawn-out boredom. Besides watch time, there are also so-called engagement signals, likes, comments, shares, and even dislikes. All of these are direct slaps to the algorithm, telling it, hey, this video is provoking a reaction in people. No one is indifferent. The more comments you have, the higher your video climbs in the rankings. The second pillar is CTR, or click-through rate. You could have the best script in the world. You could reveal a cure for some disease in your video and have Hollywood-level editing, but if your thumbnail and title don't make someone click, it's all for nothing. You've failed. You've worked for days for nothing because your video is invisible. So how do you get someone to click in that sea of videos on their phone? Rule number 1 is the thumbnail or cover image. Stop making cluttered images with a bunch of tiny details that no one can make out on a mobile phone screen. Use extremely strong, contrasting colors that stand out dramatically from the standard white or dark background of the YouTube app. If you're showing your face in the image, remember that eyes and a clear, strong emotion bring clicks, whether it's shock, anger, disbelief, or huge success. Human psychology responds to facial expressions. We subconsciously click on emotion because we want to find out what's behind it. And one key thing about text on the image, it should never ever be a copy-paste of your video title. That's pure amateurism and a waste of valuable space. If your title communicates the main topic, the text on the image needs to add a hook, inject a bit of mystery, and spark the viewer's curiosity so much that they simply can't move on without clicking. Let's move on. The person has seen your thumbnail. The title caught their attention and they finally clicked on your video. Do you think your job is done? This is where the real life or death struggle begins. At that very moment you enter the game called mastering the introductory hook. You have exactly 5 to 10 seconds to justify their click and prove to them that they haven't been deceived. If your video starts off slow, if the introduction is confusing, and if, God forbid, you have that outdated long intro with some boring music and your logo spinning around, congratulations, you've just lost a viewer. The person immediately leaves and the algorithm registers the drop and crosses you off. Forget about long pauses. Forget about sighing in front of the camera. Go straight to the point from the very first second. And now I'm going to reveal to you a top-notch, almost psychological trick for keeping your audience engaged until the very last second of the video. Pay attention to this because this is where almost all beginners massively ruin their view counts. What do 95% of creators do at the end of their video? They casually say, and that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Leave a like and see you next time. What does the average viewer do the second they hear the words, and that's it? They instantly, reflexively turn off the video with their finger and scroll on. As soon as they sense the energy has dropped and the content is over, they leave. And what happens to your analytics? Your audience retention curve in those final seconds takes a steep, brutal nosedive straight into the abyss. And the algorithm sees this and says, aha, the ending is boring, people are leaving. So what should you do to outsmart this trap? Surgically cut out those boring final seconds. Don't, under any circumstances, announce the end of the video. Don't say thank you for watching and don't say goodbye. Finish your last and strongest point in the video, and in that very same second, while your energy is at its peak, while the viewer's eyes are glued to the screen, deliver it. And if you want to see how to apply this system in practice, click on this video right here. That way, without any drop in energy, you redirect them to your next clip. Your retention curve at the end stays flat and high. There's no drop, and the algorithm sees that people are literally binge watching your content video after video. At that moment, the system recognizes you as a machine that keeps people on the platform and starts massively recommending you for free to millions of other users. That's a pure algorithm hack. The third pillar of success is to use to the maximum and in a smart way the new tools that the platform itself puts at our disposal. The first tool that most of you completely ignore is the community tab on your channel. Some time ago, YouTube completely changed the algorithm for this segment. Previously, those posts were only seen by people who were already subscribed to you. Today, the system pushes text posts, images, and especially polls from the community tab directly to the homepage of people who have never heard of your channel but are interested in that topic. That is literally free, pure reach without any video effort. Start an interesting poll with a question from your niche once every few days. People love to click on polls. The system records massive engagement and thus brands your name for free on the phones of potential audiences. The second powerful weapon is short videos, that is the short vertical format. Don't be lazy and don't ignore shorts under the excuse that you only make serious, long videos. Short form is today the fastest and most aggressive way for your channel to get an infusion of new people. But don't record shorts without a plan or purpose. Use them as bait. When you finish editing your big, long 10-minute video, extract from it the 3 most exciting, most intense parts where the best joke is told or the biggest problem is solved. Cut that into a vertical format of up to about 50 seconds, package it as a short, and upload it to your channel with a clear link to the main long video. That's the perfect funnel. A person gets hooked by the short form, clicks the link, and comes to watch your entire long video. And one golden piece of advice for the very end. When it comes to publishing strategy, don't flood your channel. If you upload a video and see in the analytics that it's starting to get a good CTR, that people are watching it, and that the algorithm has started to recommend and push it, let it live, let it breathe. Don't upload the next video the very next day, because you'll end up cutting your own views. Give it some space, 1, 2, or even 3 days, so the system can do its job completely, and only then release your next hit. At the very end, when we sum up everything we've covered, the key fundamental formula for success on YouTube fits into a single sentence. Stop thinking of the algorithm as your enemy and start thinking only about the real people sitting on the other side of the screen. The system is not programmed to sabotage you. It is programmed to track human attention and behavior. If you create a video that people want to click on, a video that holds their attention, that doesn't waste their time with empty stories, and that offers them clear, tangible value, the algorithm will become your best friend and worker, pushing you forward 24 hours a day. Now you have a complete, precise, and brutally honest plan in your hands. You know how to start a channel from absolute zero. You know how to break the myths in your head, how to surgically choose the golden niche, and how to make the algorithm work for you. All that's left is to stop making excuses, turn on your phone's camera, and make your first killer move. Thank you for your attention throughout this series. Apply these steps right away without waiting for next Monday, and I'll see you at the very top. Don't give up. Your story is just beginning.